Well. Another beautiful day. I am getting this thing done today. I am just I got up about 2:30 today. And one of the things that I learned during my yoga session is because a lot of time when people see you smile, I talk about yoga, I talk about meditation. Uh, Many think is, oh, he's enlightened. Oh, he doesn't get upset. No, I'm just like everybody else. I'm no different from anybody. The only difference is I don't escape my emotions. Whatever emotion that I feel, I sit with it. And for as long as it takes, I just sit there with that emotion. Oh, that's a nice car. I just sit there with that emotion and I begin to just ponder with it. So what I realized this morning is, actually, let me kind of just hold on for a minute. I'm in this lovely park over here. This is what I'm doing the last meditative jog, walk, shall I call it, where I've just been sort of just talking for like 10 minutes. I have a podcast that I'm just trying to get started. I got a couple of episodes. Well, for some reason, I've just been quiet on it lately. I don't know why. But the blue sky is out. You can see the trees. Coming out here is really good for your psychic. There's a lot of energies in these trees that can actually lower your stress level. Yes. Absolutely necessary, even though we don't think about it. But that being said, as I begin to stretch this morning, I had some emotion comes up, but I know how to ignore them and continue to smile, continue to do the yoga, the push-ups and stretching. And I realized today's emotional control took me about 2 hours for that voice to actually finally disappear. Because our mind is so unique. It's always jumping from places to places. And if you do not understand it, you can kind of get distracted. So after 2 hours of pure stretching, I began to get hold of the emotions. Actually just disappeared like whoop. Because for like 2 hours, I just kept on stretching and doing the meditation and just breathing into the body, moving the body. And those are the whole essence of moving the body. Because our spine collects a lot of emotions that sits right there. And a lot of times it develops to become something else that we do not even realize. So as I begin to do that, and after like 2 hours, I realized, wow, it takes 2 hours for me to actually get hold of those emotions. And I begin to realize that, wow, this is absolutely amazing because our culture is actually designed to where we don't have that 2 hours to sit with ourselves. And even though we have that 2 hours to sit with ourselves, we tend to use it on something else. I had a friend ask me, how do I do this? I said, get up early. The way I live this life, I live it like my corporate world is still right behind me. That is normally what I do. I get up in the middle of the night, do all I have to do, the reading, the running, the meditation, then go to work. Because that way, I'm already ahead. I don't have to worry about any boss yelling in my ears, anything like that. So that's how I kept that going, because I know I got 24 hours during the day. So that's where going to bed early comes into play, because I realize when I go to bed early, I can get up very early and do what I need to do before anything else. So I created that me time, the time to spend with myself. A lot of us do not even know what it feels like to be by yourself. and just kind of just let your own thinking go wild. Sometimes our thinking can be very scary, and that's why certain things I kind of squeeze my nose to, question a little bit, because the way many make it sounds, I'm not saying it isn't true, but sometimes you cannot just sit down and read the scripture and expect for your emotional status to change. Sometimes you have to do certain things, whether it's just breathing in the body, it's just movements, like taking a walk. Yes, taking a walk. Putting one foot in front of the other. Or, for example, shall I say, coming into a space like this to where you just look at the trees, sun gaze. I actually like to sun gaze very early in the morning. I like it sometimes, and that is when I do remember. Sometimes when I remember, I would just do half an hour after the sun is out. It's kind of nice, and before the sun, half an hour before the sun sets. So I do that, paying attention and just staring at the sun. Do create a meditative sense. I would say just try it. Just make sure the sun is not too hot and just stare at it, and you will see where that looking at that sun will take you, especially all those little stars that we see that comes right behind looking at the sun, and just looking at that sun, staring at the sun for a little bit, and just praying or saying whatever you want to say, or just block your mind, really does control your emotions. So today, that's what I sort of learned. I'm enjoying this park over here. Yes. That's what I've learned about my emotional control. So today it took me 2 hours for me to actually settle down that mind. They call it the monkey mind. It took like 2 hours for me to give it and finally be like, okay, give it a break. So, and that's why when people, certain friends ask me, oh, you must be enlightened. No, I'm just like everyone else. I have emotions. I get angry. The only difference is I know how to channel that anger. And those are the tools that every one of us has. Because a lot of time people think, oh yeah, because you meditate, you do yoga, yeah, you don't get angry. You don't want to see someone be like, I'm going to murder. No, I do. As a matter of fact, sometimes I sort of get worried when I go like 2 or 3 months without doing the, if you lost your, it's kind of just makes you think that, okay. And so that's why occasionally when I do lose my head, I tend to realize that, oh, okay, this is what this is all about. And sometimes also, because when we begin to read all this mindfulness book, holistic healing, it's almost like some of our books makes us think that anger is not part of who we are. Yes, because as a human being, you have to have some form of passion, and that anger doesn't mean it's violent. It is just there, part of who you are as a collective consciousness being, because we record emotions, we see different things happen, and that's why when I'm talking these days, I really just talk based on what comes into my head. So today, like I was saying about that emotion, more reading, more gratitude, and another thing too is pay attention to your lower back. Your lower back is where all our emotion goes. Yes, the lower back is a very powerful tool inside of us. Pay attention to it. So that being said, another beautiful day today. I am just excited, gratitude. I am grateful. Thank you for this moment. Another